Hold on, y'all. I gotta fix my shit, girl. What's going down, T-Subs and T-Squad? So listen, I know y'all waiting for Lou Nail Girl and Iala Van Zant, but y'all not gonna get that till tomorrow. I'm here to give y'all Real Hot Boys Houston Season 1, Episode 4, My Sweeper. So the episode starts off with the chocolatey goodness Sherrod narrating what went down at Taco Tuesdays, and he felt like Braylon and August came with their grandmammy wooden spoons to stir up the pot. But see, Sherrod, this is the gag, and I'm gonna be real. You gave them all the ingredients that they need to search their pot and let that bitch boil over. So you can't just sit there and try to act as if your hands are completely clean in that. Because the gag is, they would have nothing to stir if you hadn't gave them the ingredients to do it with. I'm just saying, Sherrod. Moving on. Lord, it's a lot going on, child. And a lot of this stuff I'm disinterested in, and I'm just going to be honest, because to me, it's just some made-for-TV drama, and, you know, I don't know. I guess it's because I'm 32 years old, and I've been around the block a few times. Anyway, August brings up what they talked about down at his house, feeling like if he and Ashton were friends, he would have told him that he and Jordan fucked. And then they became friends or whatever. But my whole thing, August, is that ain't none of your business. That ain't none of your business, daughter. He don't have to run down everybody that he done hunched up with or whatever to you. That's just not how that works, sis. That's not how any of that works. Listen, I have been best friends with my two best friends for over 10 plus years. And I know it's a lot of things that I do not know about them. And it's a lot of things that they don't know about me. That does not make us any less of best friends. That just means it's some stuff that I don't even want to tell my two best friends. And vice versa. Like, why did that have to be such a thing? August, explain it to me. And I like you a lot, August. Do not think I'm running down on you. Because I like you. I like you a whole lot. I just want you to grow up a little bit. I want you to grow up a little bit. You don't have to be in the mix of every single solitary thing that goes down with these people in the group. It ain't none of your business. And I'm more than sure it's a whole bunch of shit that you sitting on that you not telling them. So why is the expectation for it to be, well, I ain't got to tell you everything about me. But if we friends the way you say we friends, girl, if we good girlfriends and if we good Judies, then you need to let me know all your business. I can't get down with that. And then August brings up the situation with his brother again. August, I'm sorry that you're going through that, but your explanation for why you brung it up, let it go. Let it go. Let it go. And that's exactly why Ashton just sat there the way that he did. And if I was Ashton, I would have just sat there too. Because y'all already done talked about that. Y'all already talked about that. So why is you piling that on to what this situation is? Like, grow up a little bit, August, please. Because I really do like August. I like you a lot. I just want you to grow up. Because it's still a lot of immaturity there. And it's bugging me. So then Braylon explains how the question about Ashton and Jordan came up. I appreciate that, Braylon, but they ain't had nothing to do with you. You should have just sat there with your hookah and your drink and allowed them hoes to argue that out. Like, you shouldn't feel no type of way about nothing because you're new to all of this. You're just meeting them. You understand me? That's just how I look at it. That's how I see it. And I like you too, Braylon. I do. I like you too. And I'm going to tell you why I like you, Braylon, because they called you an acting coach, and I believe it. Because when August went outside and put up them Candace Dillard tears, girl, I hollered. I said, girl, no, you did not start that whole argument, but then you want to go running outside crying like a rich white woman running up the staircase. No, goddaughter. And then Sherrod's talking about he doesn't sit back and allow somebody to get talked about while they're not around. But Sherrod, that's what you did. You and DeAndre did that. Because like I said before, there would have been nothing for August to have stirred up had y'all not bought the ingredients. Nothing. He wouldn't have nothing to go off of had y'all not ran y'all mouth. And he won't dare for that. And I asked Ashton how he felt about that. And he said that y'all really hurt his feelings. But I think he said that y'all talked since then, or whatever the case may be. And y'all probably cool and copacetic. And I'm good. I'm good. I'm glad. And I hope y'all learned y'all lesson about that. That's why I said before, you can't sit up and try to act like both you and the so-called introvert's hands are completely clean in that, because it's not. We can't blame everything on August and Braylon. Y'all had a huge part to play in it. The only thing they did was bought the spoons and the pot. Y'all bought the stove, the salt, the pepper, the garlic, the onions, the bell peppers, the turkey, the steak, the fish, whatever it is y'all eat. Y'all bought all that. Moving on. Lord Jesus, Real Hot Boys, Houston. Like, y'all, I'm trying to make it through. I'm trying to make it through, and I'm just going to leave it at that. So the guys go out to a restaurant the next day and talk about their feelings from what happened last night and about... and about travel plans. That they either want to go to they was supposed to go to Miami, but the mayor shut everything down. Then they said they was gonna go to Atlanta. So I don't really know. Girl, quiet as it's kept. Since it is a pandemic out there, y'all just need to keep y'all rickety asses where the hell y'all at. But it is what it is. Don't listen to me. Don't listen to the RN. Go do what y'all want to do. So Sherrod was drunk as hell after after August and Braylon leaves. They got drunk as hell, especially Sherrod. And then Ken came. Shout out to Ken. I like Ken a lot. Girl, if Ken was hugging me all up behind me like that, like how he was with Sherrod, like Ken, you would have got, girl, Ken, let me tell you something. I don't mind spreading eagles. Drop down and get your eagle on team. Puppy wings. Hey. Anyway. So DeAndre feels like Ashton wasn't being a real friend to him or Jordan when he and Ken made up. He feels like he's fake as fuck. Now, this is my thing. Because he started going on and on and on in his confessionals about how he used to screenshot when Ken would call him or text him, and he'll laugh at him, or he'll say that he despises him and this, then this. So my thing about it, DeAndre, is, was all of this going on while they fell out? Or was this going on after he made up? See, you can't leave out information like that, daughter. You can't leave out information like that. You got to make it known. He was sitting up smiling in his face all the time, wanting to take his place, backstabbing him after they so-called made up. You didn't say that. So which one is it? If the situation, DeAndre, is he was telling you this after they so-called made up, then I'm on your side, because I'm with you when you're right. But if you bringing up some shit that happened before they made up, you full of shit. And I'm just going to leave it at that. Not to mention, you can't call nobody fake when you start drinking the little truth serum and then your mouth starts raining for 40 days or 40 nights. You can't set up and do that, DeAndre, Mr. Introvert. You can't do that. You can't do that. Period. You can't do that. So then Ashton starts reading his confessionals, honey, and I ain't gonna go back and forth with what Ashton said because I like everybody thus far. I do. I like everybody thus far, and I wish nobody would read each other. But girl, this wouldn't be a gay reality series if did nobody read one another. So I'll accept the reads, Ashton. I'll accept the reads. Moving on. All right, y'all. So we gets down to the last part of this thing, and girl, listen. Like, I was fast forwarding through a lot of stuff because it was just a whole bunch of yanging around the house going on, and DeAndre still not being real. And Ken, you a much better person than I'll ever be, because for somebody to sit up and play on my intelligence to my face, I would have a real issue with it. Like, again, DeAndre never did nothing to me. I ain't got no problems with him. Myself personally, I could not be DeAndre's friend, and I'm just going to be 100% with it. I don't care how none of y'all hoes feel about it. Me, myself, and I could never be friends with somebody like DeAndre, the quote-unquote introvert. So Ken and DeAndre meet up to talk to clear the air, and Ken says the last time they got into it was because he jumped into a situation that had absolutely not a damn thing to do with him. Then he started talking about how they could never be friends no more, and yada, 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 yada. And then he said that he was hearing that the last time everybody was together about how he was calling Ashton fake because they worked out their little differences or whatever the case may be. And then DeAndre starts backpedaling and coochie popping in the handstand, talk about, nah, that ain't what I said, yada, 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 yada. And girl, listen, whatever. They made up. I mean, that's great. That's cool. That's good. You can make up with a person and still deal with them from a distance. And that's how I would handle DeAndre. Like, I could not be friends with DeAndre. And DeAndre is no shade. Like I said, you ain't did nothing to me. But seeing you for your works, I couldn't do it. Y'all, that's all I got. I ain't got no more to give you. I'm going to be real with you, Real Hot Boys of Houston. It was all right. It would have been a whole lot better if the audio quality was better, but ain't nothing we could do about that. Y'all are still new. Y'all still getting y'all sea legs, so I totally understand it. It's give and take, so I get it. I'm not going to run down on y'all trash-ass audio that made me disinterested in a lot of things because I was just too distracted on the music and the other conversations that the hot mic was picking up. But that's it. That's all I got for you. And I'm going to holler at y'all later tonight for Real Housewives of Potomac that comes on at 8 o'clock. Bye.
What you're giving, that's how we live it. Don't be mad at the system. It's simply how we've existed. I hear a lot of people talking like they politicians and choose to be an accountant because it's safe in the business.